I'm creating a new file, drag and drop dot spec.js. Okay, so constant. So here test, and then I am importing the PlayWright packages. PlayWright packages. Test performing drag and drop action. So let's say this is approach 1. So async, use page fixture, right? Open application, await page dot go to, and use this URL. Right. Next, identifying room field. Await page dot locator. So first you need to identify the room field. Right click, inspect. See, I'm using the ID value is box 6. Constant. Let's say I'm giving the name as source element. Instead of room, let's say I'm making as a source element. Next, identifying target element. Constant target element is equal to await page dot locator, and inside you have to identify the element of the Italy. Let's say this is box 106. So since I am identifying with the ID, so you have to use hash symbol. So I identified source and target. So when you want to perform drag and drop, you have to have two things. One is a source, and the second one is target. Right. So now using mouse actions, you can perform it. That is one approach. In the PlayWright, they provided one direct method. That is a drag to. Okay, that we will see in the as part of approach 2. Now, what we will do is first we'll try to identify the mouse. First, what you're doing? First, you need to highlight the element. Mouse over. First, you need to do mouse over. Okay, first you need to do mouse over. So how you are going to do mouse over? I'm doing mouse over on the source element HO. So performing mouse over on the source element. That means I'm highlighting the source element. Next, on that element, I am clicking on the mouse button. I am clicking on the mouse button. That means on the mouse, I am pressing it. Pressing means I am pushing down. Okay. Once it is highlighted, on that element, I am just pressing the mouse to down. So you have to use await page dot mouse dot down. There is a method called down. So first you are identifying the source element. Once it is highlighted, on that element you are pressing the mouse button down. So that means once you press that element you are going to drag it, and somewhere you are going to release it. That means you are going to move that means there on that element you are going to release the mouse button. That means there you are performing mouse up action. Where you are doing the mouse up action on the target element. So when before you release the mouse action, first what you need to do, you need to again highlight the element. So to highlight the element, again you have to use mouse over action. Await target element and then use h over. This is the method, right? So you have to use method. So next you have to use up. So on this element you are releasing the mouse. So first you are identifying the source, then you are pressing the mouse, then you are highlighting the target. On that element you are releasing the mouse. So here the down and here it is up. Okay, so let us see. Await page dot wait for timeout. Let's say I'm using 5 seconds. Okay, let us just save it. Clear. So here use drag and drop. Now see, it is performing the drag and drop. So how you are going to perform using mouse over action? So first you need to highlight the source element. On that source element, first you need to press the mouse button, because that element you are going to take it to the destination element. So to drag it, first what you need to do, you have to press the mouse. That's why we are using mouse dot down. And then before you drop it, first what you need to do, on whatever the element you are dropping, first you need to highlight that element. So that's why again you are using mouse over action on the target element, and then you are releasing the mouse. So this is drag and drop. Okay. Yeah. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Right. Let us create another scenario. Same. This is approach 2. Performing drag and drop action. This is approach 2. So in PlayWright point of view, directly they provided direct action. Okay, right. Or we'll do one thing. Let us take another website. This is another website. Right. So first identifying web element. Identifying, let's say, source element. So avoid page dot locator. So here right click inspect. Yeah. So this is ID. Constant source element. Identifying target element. Constant target element is equal to avoid page dot locator. Here I'm inspecting this element. So this is droppable. Okay, right. This is droppable. So now performing drag and drop. So how will you perform drag and drop? So first you need to select the source element. Source element dot, there is a method called drag to, direct method. Drag to and then use the destination method. That's it. Use avoid page dot wait for timeout and then use 5 seconds. Okay, so here I'm trying to run this test case only. Put it only. Let us save it, then run. So located drag to target closed. Okay, so here you have to use avoid. Save it. Now see, waiting for locator. Locator resolved. Attempting to move and a down action, waiting for element to be visible state. Element is visible and stable. Scrolling into view if needed. Performing. Okay. So what is the issue? Locator drag to target closed. Is there any mistake? Yeah, see, we have to the target is this element because the problem with the drag and drop. Right. Okay. So this is drag and